Are you a business owner, artist, model, or savvy entrepreneur? Then we'd like to welcome you to Apex Couture Magazine, the new wave of publications with budget-friendly advertising packages to fit the need for your brand. 100% Black owned. As part of the new Black media, we also cover the latest music, entertainment news, fashion, politics, and important Black social issues with common sense commentary in a hot new Couture Conversations column where we interview celebrities and prominent people we believe you should know. All of this goes down at www.apexcouturemag.com. APEXCOTUREMAG. Contact us at apexcouturemag@gmail.com or 321-947-4705. Head over to apexcouturemag.com and experience pure Black excellence today.
Here we go. All right, good people. Y'all already know what I do. I'm getting texts like I get up off. So listen, this is Antoine Wright, man, Apex Couture Magazine. You know, if I'm talking to somebody, man, I believe this is somebody that you should know. This is the next episode going into 2021 of Coture Conversations. I got somebody that I just found out in the same city with me, and I'm sitting here split screening with him. And we're supposed to be in the same building. Man, tell these people who you are.
Yo, what's up, man? My name is P-Butta, you know what I'm saying? Represent Animal House. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Twan, for putting your boy on, you know what I'm saying, the platform, Apex Couture Magazine. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure.
Word. Let's get in. So, listen, I just found out that you here in Orlando.
Yes.
And, wow.
Yes.
You know, I've been around for a while in Orlando. I used to do music here. I did all that shit. And, I left. Came back. So you here? What you talk about? What you're doing here in Orlando, and where are you from originally?
Solid. I'm originally from Chicago Heights, Illinois. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was raised in Bloomington, Illinois, which is like central Illinois, 2 hours from the city. And I came out here 2010 for school. I attended Full Sail University. Okay,
so what? How do you like it?
I love it.
You love it? Everybody love it. They come. Now listen,
hey, man.
I rock with a lot of people.
Man.
I rock with a lot of people from your area. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Definitely. I mean from porn stars. Mimi Curvaceous. Yeah, Thick Red. Yeah, she used to be Thick Red, but she Mimi Curvaceous. To Danny So Fancy. Danny Mitchell. Danielle Mitchell is out of she's a media specialist, so to speak. Then Alana DeVille, I'm finna get ready to do her. All of these people out of Chicago. So you know, but I rock with a lot of people from the area. So I would like to say, I guess, welcome. How's the hip hop scene treating you here? How is that treating you?
It's good, man. When I first started, it was a little hard to get in because I had to figure out what was going on, trying to balance school and life and all that stuff. So. For a minute, it was a little rocky, but once I started just like rubbing some elbows, you know what I'm saying, and then going to certain events and stuff like that, that's when I started to see there was some camaraderie within the city and a lot of people doing their own thing, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So I seen a video, I think it was on your Instagram, and you were entering a building and they were chanting your name, and that's something I just hardly see.
Oh, yeah.
I hardly see that shit for an artist that's here locally. You know, you hardly see that, man. How did you pull that off?
Shit, man. All right. Well, that was my birthday show. That was my second birthday show. I pretty much had those annually, and obviously we couldn't have one due to this year. But yeah, man, that was just my birthday show. A lot of people had went to the first one, so I already knew what was going on. So they knew that this one was gonna be bigger. So it was a lot of love, you know what I'm saying? It was just genuine, just mutual and stuff like that. And I mean, as far as the chanting, man, I don't know who started.
That was dope, man. Listen, I'm saying that was something, because you could tell I pointed that out. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Being someone that used to perform here in Orlando, I mean, I went on tours and done big tours and stuff like that. But you know, knowing my city, knowing most people's city, you know what I'm saying, knowing how you know, they people tend to treat local acts, seeing that, I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to know, that's why I was asking, like, wait, here in Orlando? Niggas doing that now in Orlando? Did niggas start when that shit started? You know, y'all started that after I stopped?
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it was the love, bro, to be honest.
Yeah, I seen it and it was organic. So, that's something I want to speak on. And I want to give a shout out to the city for y'all doing that.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, man.
We definitely have to start giving big up in our artists. Anybody that's doing anything entrepreneurial, if you ask me, because especially right now, black brands, black businesses, it is critical. It is critical that at this time that we stop being so ignorant this late in the day. All right, we have to pull our dollars together. When you have artists that you see have talent like this man, when you have a platform you see like me that's building and things like that, it's time for us to support and take back the narrative. And reason being is because right now, everything that we are the source of, which is media, music, anything, it has been confiscated and it's always being used against us. So we're being used as the source of it, the face of it, but then they turn around like, and I'm gonna call them out because I don't give a shit, the media takeouts and the shade rooms and all these motherfuckers like that. They use these platforms to make us look as ignorant as possible every day. And it's platforms like me and mine that I want to point out the talent and point out the greatness, let's say, of artists like you. You know what I'm saying? Give you guys a spotlight in a positive manner and combat some of this bullshit. Because I'm gonna do some negative shit, but the negative shit gonna be about y'all. Yeah. Right. Start hating. 2021, nigga, I'm hating on them. I'm hating on all the motherfuckers. I'm coming for your neck, man. So let's talk about some of your music. Talk about some of your music that you've done. Some of the things, some of your contributions to the game.
For sure, man. Where can I start? I start with the latest. My latest single out right now is called Link Up. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Produced by Bitowski. Shout out to Bitowski. He definitely looked out on that one. It's available everywhere, all that stuff.
We're gonna make sure we have that in the article for y'all guys, so y'all can purchase it and all that.
Yeah, video out too. You know what I'm saying?
Put that up in there. Yeah, don't you just love it, man? I'm finding all this shit out when y'all finding it out.
I love it too. It's organic. It's
yeah. So
authentic, all that stuff.
Talk about the concept of it and talk about the concept and everything behind Link Up.
I bet. Well, the name kind of speaks for itself. This is Link Up. It's for the ladies, obviously.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Shout out to them babies. I love every one of you. I'm married now, but I love y'all.
Hey, you wasn't married before, so
yeah. And I was holed up. I mean, I was a super hoe. I was an area code. Goddamn, Luda should have made that song about me.
You said I was an area code.
Yeah. I was started up, man. Shit. So I still got some chicks that, remind me of how much of a thought I was.
Don't get in trouble now. Don't get in trouble now.
It's all good. My wife knows. Shit.
Okay.
But go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Link Up, just something that I just made, something that was real cool, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to this chick at this time, and it was always just the texting and calling and all of that stuff. We were doing that for a minute, and I don't mind it. That's cool. Yeah, but it came to a point where I'm like, shorty, I'm trying to link up. I'm trying to see you. I'm trying to match the picture to the real life. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I'm like, all right. So that pretty much kind of manifested, and I made it into a song. So a lot of people don't realize the song is just really one verse. It's just two choruses, one verse, and then once the video started coming about, I was just trying to figure out, all right, how can I not do typical, because the song is called Link Up. I'm trying to link up with a chick, like it's gonna make me have me looking like the man, and she all on me and stuff like that. I was like, that's like too typical.
Yeah.
So when the video came about, like it was influenced by like dancers, like professional dancers, like on some choreography type stuff.
Okay.
So once I tapped into that, and shout out James of Animal House as well, because he definitely helped me with that treatment.
All right.
It was like once that came about, I was like, all right, well, the dance, it was like dance. Okay, a dancer, all right, well, we can shoot this in a dance studio. I was like, okay. And then it was like, once that started to grow, it was like, all right, well, now the concept from the song played into like a dancer. And then it was like, all right, well, she's a dancer. We've been trying to link up for a minute. And now she's telling me to pull up to her at her dance studio. You know what I'm saying? And then like she giving me a dance at the same time. And then she like, come dance with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay. Like once that came up, I'm like, oh, I can rock with that. That's not like
word.
super typical. And then like, get you out the comfort zone and stuff too, especially when she asked me to dance with her.
Word.
So that's pretty much how the process and the rollout.
That is a dope concept. And that's a dope concept. And I like that you didn't want to do the typical thing. You know, right, man, I gotta speak on this. Can I do that?
Speak on it.
Let me do it now. Listen. It's crazy because everything is such a monkey see monkey do type of protocol type of thing now.
Yes.
Where you have a formula and it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, bunch of big booty bitches in the video. Excuse my language. I mean, somebody probably feeling gonna be hurt, but whatever. You shaking your ass in the video, but you know what? I do deal with a lot of models and shit though, so all of them be like that. So I'm gonna take that back. But you know, you got the models or the women, you know, cars, money, formula. A lot of that shit be bogus. Because I didn't even know that they have prop money on Amazon.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that. I just found it out. So a lot of the money they throwing in the video ain't real. You know, none of this stuff be real. And when you talk about doing a concept like what you did, it's something that we can relate to, because what a lot of these rappers don't seem to understand, and what we've gotten away from with hip hop, is relatable music. Because I ain't rich, I'm tired of hearing about you balling. No, I'm not a hater, nigga. I want to hear some shit I can relate to. Now I'm trying to work to get to that. Let's talk about this struggle. How did you get there? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, first mixtape, bands. Nigga, know what I'm saying? I've been rich. No, you didn't. Stop lying, man. I mean, let's be realistic. So everything is a gimmick. Everything is nothing is real. All of this shit is inflated. And with what you're talking about with your video, you're bringing the realness and the something relatable that we can. That when you were talking about that's an authentic situation.
Hell yeah.
I'm talking to her and I'm like, yo, I'm tired of texting. It's time for us to link up. That's real.
Anybody can relate to that.
Everybody can relate to that. I can appreciate that, man. Versus, you know what I'm saying? The nigga getting on the song telling me, yeah, I smashed the baby mama. I'm so sick of hearing niggas tell, you know, the niggas saying in the song, I got your bitch. Why? Why ain't you find your bitch?
Why they gotta have my girl?
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
why you
I ain't no simp.
Girl?
No,
where your girl at?
Yeah, I ain't no simp, but it's like, why are you going out the way to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My bitch, man, you can have any bitch you want. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, niggas went from saying I got all the bitches to now we gonna really insult niggas on songs.
You know, man.
I got your
got the bitch. We taking name bitch.
Yeah, we got your girl, and we passing her around. It's like, oh, goddamn, nigga, just my self-esteem is, you know what I'm saying? So, crazy, you know, we can't really relate. You know, we can't really relate to, you know, that lifestyle, man, that these guys are talking about. Mm-hmm. And you know, you alienate the audience. But if this is all we have to consume, then we have the kids. They have no choice.
It's about the kids.
You see what I'm saying? They ain't got no choice but to bop to that shit, to think it is what it is, and to strive to be that. Because I have children, and with my youngest son, 8 years old, he's impressionable. He think that's it. You know, he think all that shit real. And I be telling them all the time, I'm like, nigga, that, because I done been to prison before. So I'm like, son, that nigga ain't killed all the niggas he said he killed in that song. Because when I was in prison, all the niggas that was hard on the street, them niggas wasn't hard in them. They wasn't hard in them. Because the OGs, the lifers that we was doing time with, them niggas told them quit when they got enough. Ain't no guns in here, bro. Ain't no pistols.
Right. That's right.
Ain't no pistols in here, little nigga. All that shit you shooting on the street, that ain't going down here. You know, so they got a reality check. And a lot of them. The thing is, if you really live in that lifestyle, and especially you black, nigga, you dead or in jail. You ain't living like that, man.
Come on, man.
You ain't living like that.
You gotta make it out of that.
So I wanna say that I appreciate you for, you know, putting that out in the atmosphere. Something authentic, something relatable. Y'all take notes, man. This man is being himself. You can be yourself. You don't have to be what they. You know, we gotta get back to that. They took hip hop and they took our music, like they took every genre of music that we created, and then they turned our shit into what they wanted to be, and it's negative because they gotta keep prisons. You know, they need that prison. I'm going there.
I mean, it's definitely a deeper science to society stuff too. Like when you're talking about with the kids and stuff, a lot of people, just like with positive and negative things, a lot of people gonna glorify the negative stuff before they glorify the positive.
Yes.
And then it's like, you know, with the kids, you know, they already in school, they don't really necessarily like want to hear positive music all the time or something that makes you think, which is kind of bizarre when you really think about it. It's like so though there's no elevation within the music that can like do something. Yeah. But when it comes to like this,
it used to be. It used to be though.
Yeah.
You know, I talk about this all the time. Anybody that watch my interviews know. I talk about, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s, when we had the poor righteous teachers, leaders. Yes. You know, niggas was rocking the sweaters and talking about knowledge of self and shit like that. And they seen the impact of that. And they said, you know what? We are nigga, no. So around 1992 was when they had this big meeting that they probably gonna once I put this on YouTube, they probably gonna chop my damn video down. Right. But they, you know, they had a meeting with the major record labels and the people that own these private prisons, and they said, listen, we all that shit they talking about, because they didn't think hip hop was gonna be what it would turned out to be. That's right. They was like, oh, we got to get a hold of this thing. All right, so this shit ain't going nowhere. All right, so this is what we got to do. Thugs, drugs, bitches, murder. You come to our label with that, you blow up. You come with that positive shit, get your ass out of here. Damn. Get out of here. And when they started that, it took a while, but look where we at now. Look where we are now. I mean, if you say something positive, dog, it's almost like it's almost like poison. Motherfuckers like, oh, what is that? No, nigga, I need bitches twerking. You know what I'm saying? And they
right now,
bro, they've conditioned us to, to where that shit is almost harmful to your spirit when you hear something.
Yeah, but they don't even know it. It's to a subconscious because you listen to music and you like, oh man, well, it's just music. It's just like, no, it's not.
You know, this is the whole thing. I'm glad you just said that, man, because people never want to scratch the surface. They say, it's just music. But the powers that be spend millions, billions, trillions of dollars to control that's music.
Come on, man.
It's a reason why they doing that shit.
Yeah, right. It's a reason.
Taking all the money off of it because they know what it does.
That's right.
They know what music does. There was I seen Dr. Boyce Watkins talking about a study that we're doing on how music affects the brain. These people do studies to see how music affects the brain. While you sitting around here twerking your little funky little ass that you ain't washed your ass yet or did that goddamn homework, people are sitting around and they're studying what this music is doing to you and controlling it.
That's right. That's right. They conditioning you based off the music. They ain't even, you know, doing it themselves. They're like, all right, we're gonna put these marketing dollars around these type of people.
Yo, Nick, bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this here, man. It's crazy because I just said that I'm lame. I'm an old head. And guess what? I don't give a damn. I be lame and an old head. I got churn and shit. I ain't trying to hang with you little niggas. Yeah. Real. You know, but I did this, right? I'm gonna talk about some week we going in this interview. I like it.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
But I'm going to my site. And this is what to bring that point home.
Okay.
You know what? I could share. Man, let me do that. Let me do that real quick.
All right, it's 2021. They got this new technology going on.
Yeah. Let me see about sharing the screen real quick.
Yeah, don't mind my background either. It's the studio.
Oh no, we good, man. We,
Yeah, it's the studio speakers in the back, the monitor and stuff.
All right, so you could see where I'm going here.
All right.
Now this is where your article is gonna be at on my website.
Love. Let me go check that out.
Yeah, definitely. So I just I'm pulling this up, and I was gonna pull it up on my other screen over there, but I'm talking about all these screens. That's my wife's screen. You can be like, yeah, I got all these screens and shit. But so let me go to this. I just did this article. Now we all know that BET is owned by Viacom. Now look at this lady here.
Yeah.
Look at this lady here. This is the face of BET. Her name.
Since when? When is
since 2000. I break it down in
2000.
Her name.
Who is Deborah Lee? Who? What is her position?
She don't run shit. Sherry Redstone is her name. Now, Sherry Redstone is the daughter of Sumner Redstone. Sumner Redstone, he's the guy who founded Viacom. All right. Mm-hmm. Now, her name is Sherry Redstone. She is the owner of National Amusements, the parent company to Viacom CBS, which owns Comedy Central, MTV, BET. Now, let's ask yourself this. Look at this white woman right here. Can this white woman, billionaire white woman, speak to the lives of the average, everyday, po-ass Black American that she make all this money off of exploiting? Can she?
Man.
So let me just stop and share that. I just had to make that point.
Wow.
This is who owned BET. That face at the top.
Because you definitely just put me on game, because I knew about Viacom, and I knew Viacom owned BET, MTV, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But the National Amusements, that's the parent company too. I'm like, damn, that's the parent. I didn't even know that. And you know, when I was younger, when it came to BET, you know, we knew Bob Johnson all day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that, and then he passed it on to Deborah Lee. He sold this up and talking about she had this mom since 2000.
Yeah, well, he sold Viacom. He sold BT to Viacom in the year 2000.
Okay.
Bob Johnson did.
Yeah.
That's when you see shit start going downhill, pretty much with BT.
Definitely.
That's why we are where we are. This woman has no interest in making your Black life better. She does not. She has interest in maintaining and building, yes, all for your Black ass. Mm-hmm. And use your Black ass to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when we look at these organizations that have all these Black faces, listen, I do this shit all the time because my magazine is owned by me. I'm the editor. So when I look at the XXLs and I look at the Hip Hop DXs and I look at the Hot, I'm looking at other screens, just looking at all these people. What I do is I just do simple Google searches. Okay. Every fucking time there's some white person at the top. Every time. And you see this shit every day. And you clicking on it and you reading and you like, yeah, they on the hip hop and but you notice a lot of lame shit happening. And you like, why they I see niggas on Twitter going in all the time, be like, yo, why the fuck are y'all talking about this? This is stupid. This is a hip hop platform. This is the reason why, because they are not us. Okay, and when your leadership is white and you Black, you only gonna be able to say what they want you to say. Okay, and they're gonna come up with things that are gonna seem they'll come up with shit like they just did with the Flo Milli commercial. Did you see that? The Flo Milli Beat by Dre commercial. Was she?
I didn't see the commercial. I did see her on the BET Hip Hop Awards though.
Well, she had a commercial where she was twerking in front of a Confederate statue. I don't think she was twerking, but she was dancing. You know how everybody over the summer of 2020 we had all these BLM protests. Yeah. It was twerking and popping that pussy and that busting the pussy open. Like, what the fuck does that do? So they had a term called flex that clapback. As soon as niggas seen that shit on Twitter, niggas was like, ain't no way a Black person wrote that shit. Nigga, what the fuck is flex that clapback? We ain't never seen that shit.
I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
We never said it. That's a think tank of white people sitting in the room saying, hey, what's cool?
Those hippie things, those
what are they saying? And let's put this word together with that word and flex that clap back. And
okay, I know about flex.
And flex, and we know about clap back. Okay, but you ain't never flexed no clap back. Niggas ain't never did that shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
oh my God,
who is doing this shit, bro? Like, so you know,
oh man, it's crazy, man.
Man, I have to talk about these things. This is why I don't script my conversation.
I love stuff like this.
Because man, we have to talk about it. You are participating in a genre, brand, and a culture that we created.
That's right.
And we letting these people turn our shit into a fucking clown show, bro.
It's really crazy because I feel you all the way across the board. I feel you. And you know, I mean, we'll be on this call all day because
I know.
you know, and I know, just like I know, that goes back to like the slavery times and all of the if we start from slavery, everything going up to that, because we didn't have no love towards ourselves. They stripped us of the love, They will like take your manhood from you in front of your children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it goes to like the segregation and
butt breaking,
all kind of stuff like that. And then like fast forward to where we do get the outlet. We is creating a culture, with hip hop. That's part of a new brand, and they couldn't really stop it. So being that they are the powers that be, they handpick the ones who they think is whatever. And then on the B side, from like I guess the artist or that person in that position, it's kind of like when, and like I said, it kind of go back to the self-love on how they make us view ourselves, because a lot of times a black person see another black person and they be ready to pop off or something about the beef, or they got something crazy to say
every time.
But if a white person who is above you said that, then that's just okay, you gotta do. And then even on the side of that, like even like compared to like the artistry, like artists now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if they probably got in their underground scene, doing their thing hard, putting on, getting the black dollar, the black market dollar. Yeah. And then but they want more, or whatever the case may be. And then that gets them to a point where I guess those powers that be acknowledge them, see them, and they like, man, well, I want more money, I guess more exposure. Yes. They doing all this. And then they give a piece of themselves to them.
You give it. What happens is when you start making a certain amount of noise, and they see that you're influential. Now it's time for them to step in. Like they see you crawling, they see you at the bottom, and then when they step in, but then they need to know if you're willing to do certain things. And if you're willing to do those certain things for that fame, you will get it. So this is why people always talking, that, and I heard somebody talking about this the other day about, how niggas be like, yo, man, like these big rappers be talking about, man, I just was putting my songs on SoundCloud, man, and my shit just went viral. That doesn't happen. That shit don't happen like that.
No, sure.
It don't happen like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need niggas to think that. It can, but when you are independent, rappers like Young Dolph, completely.
Shout out to Dolph.
When you're independent, you are a threat to them because you're not doing what the fuck they want you to do.
Exactly.
What you want to do. That means you can say what you want to say. They don't need niggas saying what they want to say. Like me, I've had, and I want to be careful about mentioning them because they done tried a lot of shit with me. But I've had big publications, big entertainment and media conglomerates get at me because they seen me on Twitter. They seen my magazine on, they was following, and they start seeing me busting little moves, and then certain celebrities got with me, and then they'll reach out. But what I would do is tell them, nah, I don't give a fuck. You can offer me $1 million, billion. I'm not selling, because you would not take my shit and turn it into a world star hip hop. When niggas the most ignorant and most the bottom of the barrel shit is shown of us every day. Let
me ask you this though. So, because I definitely feel you on that, because they trying to just buy you package you how you feel and then ship you off. But there is people like rest in peace to big homie Nip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nip built his. You already know. Built his literally from the ground up to where when it came to him about to do his debut album, I think he did it with Atlantic. It was a complete partnership. And I would watch a lot of Nip interviews.
Yeah, you talking about Victory Lap?
Yeah. And he was very strict on like, look, I only need y'all for this. These are my terms when it comes to this. If y'all cannot meet these terms, then we are not gonna do any business.
I've touched with many people that have worked with Nips. But yeah, I can tell you this lightly. There's a reason why Nip ain't here, man. And they ain't got nothing to do with no gang banging or none of that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit, they try to make it like some random nigga just went up and killed him. Ain't got nothing to do with that shit, dog. Nigga, if you believe that shit, when niggas start buying up the block, when niggas like Pimp C start talking about the truth about the end, you notice what wound up happening.
That's what's bad though. That's what really pains me though, because just like what you said with somebody like Nip, even when he bought the block, he bought his own block.
Yes, he did.
Like he didn't go to Rodeo or somewhere. Right. None of that. He kept it in his own hood. And the fact that his hood I'm supposed to feel protected. This is the streets that I grew up on every day. We used to sit in this corner on this lot every day, just playing music, smoking weed, serving our little serves or whatever. And to a point, these men turning from boys to men and got an official business. Yes. And that same block they probably used to get kicked out of all the time. And then that's the same time that man get murdered, same place.
Yeah, but
like, come on, man.
There are certain things that orchestrate this because Nipsey's spot would get raided all the time. And
yes,
kill them all the time. Y'all bet not have no guns up there. Now, if they telling them all the time that y'all bet not have no guns, of course Nipsey gonna be like, yo, hey, we gotta keep the G up there. We can't have no guns and nothing. You think niggas gonna
say that? He like, I got a lot of felon friends and they can't have guns around them.
Okay, so if somebody knows that and they know that he's not able to protect himself, this gives them a reason to go in there and do what they did. But ain't no nigga smart enough. Ain't no nigga got enough.
That's what. Yeah. Now I hear you on that one because it's like I'm like, who is this? Who is this? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. That was. Like I know he made that. He didn't make that call on his own.
That call at all. Ain't no. There's not one black person that made that call.
For real.
Niggas had something to do with carrying it out, but there ain't one black person that made that call.
Especially towards Nip. At that time, Nip was going crazy.
Love. He was putting so many people from there to. I mean, when he went out, and I was in the hospital. I was damn near dead. I woke up knowing Nipsey Hussle was dead out of my 3-month, 5-month little, joint I was going through in the hospital. So he put so many people on that everybody was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was hurt. So he didn't have nobody saying nothing negative. Nobody was like, man, that nigga deserved it. He didn't, man, it ain't nobody that had anything out for him like that. He was showing too much love. So these are some of the things that we have to be careful of. Family, we got to be careful of, and right now, like I was saying earlier, that it is critical at this moment, man, that we team up and we protect each other, we back each other up, we get people as much as possible.
Yes.
Because right now, what's happening is what we're seeing with these people storming the Capitol and all that shit. Everybody, niggas is sitting back like, yeah, they ain't none of our business, but I'll tell you what, they are fighting for the right to enslave your black ass. Okay? I'm gonna say that again. You think that them storming the Capitol just because you seen a bunch of white people and they was letting all them people up in there, you think that they were doing that because of them, they got a problem with just the government and their freedoms being taken away? Yes, they feel like their freedom to oppress your black ass is being taken away. They know that their numbers are dwindling. Joe Biden, the nigga, the pussy ass motherfucker y'all voted for, just said that by 2040, white people will be the minority. He said America is doomed. Now ask yourself this: why the fuck is America doomed? Because y'all gonna be the minority. We been the minority.
Right.
So all of a sudden it's doomed because of y'all. nigga, and then you see how they act. So it has everything to do with your black ass. Don't think it don't, because you see them infighting. They are infighting because they're saying, yo, we want to be the one on the right. We want to do it to these niggas. And then on the left, the Democrats are saying, no, we gonna do it, but we gonna do it like this. We don't like how y'all doing it. And they're like, nah, fuck that. They fighting over us, man.
Yeah.
They fighting over who gonna take power over us.
The only thing about that situation, I want to say but I guess I gotta say is that it just exposed them. You know what I'm saying? To be like, look, man, cause a lot of people are well, I guess white people I feel like they purposely purposely naive. Like they choose to not look at things. They choose not to acknowledge certain things. So
it's
no, everything, no, anything. They just try to push it away or act like they don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's the privileged white people that got the middle class or higher that's very comfortable in their lives. They only expose them to their children or themselves to certain things and they just put it to the side. But then when I seen that, I was just like, I'm just glad that they see what we see. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no black people, well, some black people there, but we ain't gonna go there. But majority of people is white people. They storming these offices, the same way we monkeys and animals and hoodlums and all of that. That's exactly what I saw when I seen that.
Exactly.
And for the ones who want to play dumb, play stupid like you want to play, it's like, look, man, we see it. You see it.
Here's the thing. Let every when you say the monkeys and all of that stuff, everything that they say about us is projection.
Yeah.
They project onto us what they are. Everything. They try to call us violent, that's because they violent.
Yep.
They call us deadbeat dads, because that's because they deadbeat dads. Anything, any stigma that they put on us, it's because they do it. So they project it onto us. They know this is what we are. But these people they know what we are. They know what we are. So it's like everything we is, and we know we fucked up, we don't say it's them. And we got the media, we got a machine to do it. You know what I'm saying? And now the world see what the fuck they are. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say I'm glad it happened, but I'm glad that the world got to see.
I'm glad it happened. I'm happy as hell this shit happening, because we gotta wake the fuck up.
We woke though. We here. You know what I'm saying? It's on behalf of them. Because it's a lot of instances that happen to where they should have been woke. They just choosing not to see it. They choosing to sweep it under the rug. You know what I'm saying? This, you couldn't get past that. You could not see this.
Yes. So we still have elected officials with black faces that try to represent us, and those people are not listening to those people anymore, but they're still trying to dance around these things. Yeah. So this is why we have to use people like you with your music and like me with our platforms. We got to have these conversations. Now this is Coture Conversations about you being and your artistry, but all of this stuff ties into what you and I do.
You're right.
It's important, and we could sit around and laugh and joke, have fun, and say the music. But there are about to be some substantial changes here coming, especially I can tell you what, January 17th to the 20th, look for some crazy shit to happen, and we should be aware of these things. We need to be able to articulate these things through our platforms, through our whatever skill it is we have. And we have to, they showing us that they are at war. And what we doing? We twerking? That what we doing? Is that what we doing? So you telling me these motherfuckers got 8-year-old daughters that they teaching how to shoot guns. Who you think they teaching them to shoot? Your ass, cause you twerking. You standing in front of the police, busting your ass open. What are you doing? What are we doing, man? This is what we doing? And another thing I want to speak on for the artists. Y'all niggas still out here hollering about Louis and Gucci and Fendi and shit. Balenciaga. Y'all still talking about that shit in your songs, man? That what y'all niggas still doing? Y'all know these people don't like your black ass, but you still giving them free promo because you cute and they shit, they hate your black ass. When you got black fashion designers out here that you got, shout out to William Boston Apparel. Shout out to my homie with the Overlook brand, my homie OG Silk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing a couple people out there, you know, that we could be hollering these black brands out in the song. Y'all niggas should be ashamed of yourself, man. Talk to them, bro.
Yeah, man, for real. Like even the platforms you were talking about, even my homie, he had put me on to the support black colleges.
Yeah,
that was early. That was like a little wave that a lot of people didn't really know about. And then that shit started to pick up like heavy. And it's like, it made me happy because I'm like, we need to start supporting each other. We gotta start making the smart stuff cool again.
Yes, thank you.
For real, bro.
Making being smart and intelligent blackness. Let's start making that shit cool again. Yeah. All right? Let's stop elevating this ignorant ass, buffoline ass, dumb ass shit, man. I mean, come on. The more ignorant you are, the more popular you are. I don't get it.
I don't either, man. I mean, I don't know. I kind of just like, you know, I have to cope with it in my own little ways and like not shake when it comes to these type of people. And honestly, to be honest with you, when it comes to the music, and I do sometimes try to bridge that gap. And or if I notice that a certain artist is not there yet, then it's like, you know, this is rap, so it's gonna be competitive. Yeah. So I will be that person that like, you know, I'll bar you down, drop some jewels. Yeah. Probably take your girl, which y'all be talking about all in the same verse, while you still Louis Gucci popping your guns and I'm that. You know word. So I definitely feel what you're talking about, bro, because, you know, I'll be lying, man, because shout out to my mother and father. I was gracious enough to have both of my parents.
I did too, and I still do. My mom and dad are still married over 40 years. Shout out.
That's beautiful, my man. Yeah. You know, my parents was the same way. My father recently passed in 2018. You know what I'm saying? You know, so even with that, it's just like, it's more due diligence on my end to be like, look, man, like, Pop's gone now. You know what I'm saying? My brother was locked, he just got out, like the mother, just Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So I got nieces and nephews, and you know, they black in this world, and we got to teach them, you know, how to move as black people. And you know, still take pride in your blackness. Just knowing how to like not let people trick you out your position, or get caught up in, you know, the typical stereotypical black stigmas to where you know, you getting locked up all the time, or man. You know, and a whole bunch of kids and all that kind of stuff. It's like,
man, I'm gonna tell you, man, and being there's somebody that done been to prison, you know, I like to let my children know, boy, listen, you know, it's harder to stay out that bitch than it is to go, boy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, listen, it ain't, you know, when you see somebody that done been locked up, or niggas that suggest, they tend to show you all the like on the news, they show you all the niggas that doing dumb shit. But I was locked up with geniuses. When I was in prison, I couldn't believe some of the people that was locked up in there.
Oh man,
how the fuck they got you in here? Why? A lot of people thought that about me. They was like, why are you in here?
Street dudes are very smart.
Dude, I ain't talking about street dudes. I'm talking about like, dude, the geeks that was in school. I was locked up with niggas that you'll look at them and you'll see how they are, and they're like, what are you doing here? And he'll tell you some little bullshit charge he caught. And he didn't know no better. He fucked around and, you know, caught a charge. They railroaded him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the most talented people are locked up. I was locked up with them. And it doesn't take much. It don't take much for your ass to go, man. Like, out of all my partners that I grew up with here in Orlando, when I went to prison, most of them was like, Nut. They used to call me Nut. They're like, Nut went to prison? Out of all people, and I'm like, listen, man, it ain't what you think it is. They are taking, they are finding the best and the brightest and put that. They're like, what he doing? What he going to school? Get his ass, get him out of there. We don't need him having children out here and shit. They done got to the point where now they saying, fuck it, shoot him in the back, shoot their ass, shoot that. What he doing? He going to school. He don't got no criminal record. Get him, shoot him. He had a gun. Oh, was it a Subway sandwich? We don't give a fuck. We thought he had a gun. Shot his ass in the back. That's what they doing, man. And we out this motherfucker, and we out this bitch twerking and clubbing and shit. So not to put the doom and gloom on it, but I'm just trying to say, to conclude this thing, that
and I'm not gonna sit here and knock, because I'm not gonna knock it. I like girls that twerk. I like beautiful women. I like to turn up and now and then. I have my little vices.
Anybody that know me know I love.
I mean, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make it seem like we just shitting on that. It's like, no, man, nobody's perfect. We all got our vices, and yeah, a lot of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily ride in my car. I would, if I'm in the club and I'm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we gonna let that rock. You know, I'm not trying to think too hard. I'm just trying to turn up and see some girls.
I say it like this, bro.
But when I leave here, I still know who I am.
But listen, I'm gonna tell you like this here. I just gotta keep it a buck, man.
Let's go.
They know what the fuck we saying. All of that. Oh, you saying this and you saying all and this and that. I ain't finna be clarifying myself no more, because you know better. You know what we're saying? We're not saying that everybody's like this, so we're not saying that, or we talking about the stupid shit. And if you love and you support it, I'm gonna speak for me. I'm not gonna speak for P-Butta. Love and you support that shit, fuck it. I'm talking about you. I don't give a damn, because it's too late in the game for us to be acting like this. For us to be, so you know, when people say certain things, you know, ain't nobody trying to say everybody like that, or just because you do, you know what we saying. All that sensitive shit, yo, that's because you want to be irresponsible.
They will take apart.
Yes, they'll take an excerpt or a clip. And
I wasn't talking about every. Come on,
guess what? Take me out of context. I don't give a fuck, because I'm gonna keep saying what I'm saying, because I don't care about your feelings no more. The reason why we are in the position we in, because of our feelings. They know we're emotional. We so fucking emotional, and we don't want to be. You can't use logic when you're super emotional. So instead of you being responsible and saying, yo, you know what? When that shit hit home, because when it hit home, you say something, that's when they say, oh, you're sexist, you're misogynist, you're toxic, because it made you feel bad. But guess what? You toxic, motherfucker, for the shit you doing. That's why we saying it. And if you want to twerk your ass, that's fine. That's fine. Just understand that what comes with you doing it. And I love seeing it. I love seeing it.
Damn, man, we building right now, dog. We building, man. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I love seeing it, but you know, I put it like this: there's a time and a place for everything. That shit don't belong everywhere. When you're on the battlefield, when you're on the front lines, standing in front of the police, calling yourself protesting, that ain't the time to be twerking, man. What the fuck is you doing? And matter of fact, you shouldn't have your ass out there doing it, because if we're gonna be straight up, I'm gonna be straight up. What the fuck has protesting never done? Because if protesting worked, all the protesting we did, you wouldn't have to do it no goddamn more. Why you still out there protesting? You getting your ass shot, you a target. You're a target. We got there are other ways we got to do this. Because if protesting worked, god damn it, we wouldn't still be doing it. Would we? It'd have been over. It'd have been over. You can't ask these motherfuckers, man.
You're right.
You can't ask them for justice. They're not gonna give you that. You keep asking, they're like, no. Go back outside so I can shoot you in the fucking back. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to be outside.
Did you see that Dave Chappelle Unforgiven?
Yes.
I feel like that was so smart how he did that.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you know, he's talking about how Netflix, HBO, they put his stuff up there without his permission. He not getting paid from it, nothing. And he talking about all the trauma that he even went through to get to that point. And he's like, look, man, this is just wrong.
Yes.
It's like, it's not even about contracts and percentages or nothing like that. It's like, look, man, this is wrong. You know wrong and right.
Yeah, like, exactly. And that's what we have to do. We have to stop dancing around and using all these technical terms and finding ways to bring up a point that will direct you away from the you see what I'm saying? Yeah. To deflect from the actual point. And he did that show and went straight to the source of the problem. And just
I love it though. And the best part I loved about that though, when he went to the source or whatever, he tapped into his fans, man.
Yes.
That's the culture, us, the people. And it was like, see, it is strengthening us, dog.
That's
because
right.
they put that stuff down because the people was like, yo, we not watching this. Like, we stand by Dave Chappelle.
That's right.
We is not watching this. All y'all views about to go down. Y'all, if you keep it up, you about to get this.
And that's the way to hit him.
About to see all this work. Like, we not rocking with y'all.
Bro, that's the way to hit him. Bro, that's the way to hit him. You hit him in the pocket, and we gotta make them feel it. The only thing I can tell you, the only thing that these people respect is violence and money. That's
right.
All that
guns and butter, baby.
That Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. If you gotta sit here and try to make them up, if you gotta sit here and scream that Black Lives Matter to a motherfucker, think about that. If you gotta scream to an adult that your life matters, do your life really matter to them, man?
No, it doesn't.
You shouldn't have to tell nobody that shit. You human.
Yeah.
Why we gotta tell people that shit? So I'm not screaming that shit. Fuck them people. They know that shit. We fuck it. Let's not tell them. Let's just show them. We gotta show them.
Yeah.
There be consequences.
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta start making motherfuckers feel how we feel. God damn it. I'm burying my child. You need to bury yours too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying I'm not inciting nothing and saying go out there.
Oh, that's the same
But
energy.
you have a God-given right. You have a God-given right to protect yourself, you know? So you ain't finna throw no motherfucking Bible up in my face and be talking about, man, you turn the other cheek, or you commit an act of violence and then tell me when I respond about, well, violence is not the answer. It sure was the answer when you was shooting my nigga in the back. It was the answer then, but it ain't the answer now. Nah, nigga, we ain't doing that shit no more.
Come on, man.
So I'm gonna conclude this thing, man. Damn, look what we went with it. That's what I love about this shit.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man.
Yes,
bro.
But you have that. I can feel it. You got that vibe on you. Is there anything else you want the people to know about your music? What's coming? Where they can follow you at?
Oh yeah, the music. Yeah, the whole reason why we.
Yeah, I know.
Hey man, I mean, just know that more music is coming from the team with Animal House, man. Link Up is out right now. I definitely got some new stuff coming within the team and other people, you know, within the city of Orlando, other surrounding cities, the whole world, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely music this year. You definitely be seeing a lot of music coming from your boy this year. So
and yo, we definitely
love from the people, man. And we got a link. Now we in the same city.
Yeah.
We definitely got a link now.
We definitely got a link. So y'all
have this. Oh, man.
Yeah, definitely be looking forward to us linking. Be looking forward to his music. We're gonna make sure that we have all of the links and everything you need. We're gonna stream the video, everything for guys in the article. So y'all make sure y'all stay locked in. And man, this has been a dope conversation.
Pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure, bro.
Yeah.
This I'm like, now I can breathe a little easier to be like, all right, man. Like, you know, my people is still out here. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. Listen, like I said, man, all the media platforms that's on that bullshit, I'm coming for your neck.
You got my vote, cuz. You got my vote.
Word. So listen, man, y'all stay whatever's good.
Right.
I lost the fucking word. Whatever's good, stay that shit, man. All right? And we out here.